What's going on? I'm trying to figure out this thing. Got it. Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. You know it's here. Where's Burgers and Blitzes? Might just turn the light on. He look all radiant right now. With
That's
us.
weird. I saw that too.
You
It was
saw
my
that?
phone.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he got radiant as hell. You know what I'm saying? But we're back. Burgers and Blitzes. We done took about a few weeks off, but you know, it's all good. That's all we had to do. But the good thing is that we are back. We are here, and training camp is right around the corner, like 10 days, like around the corner. Officially, the guys will be out there in Cali doing their thing those next few weeks, and then they'll head back out here to Texas to jump out here in camp. But everybody's anticipating it. What's up, Mike? Been a while, but we're here. What's going
Yes,
down
sir.
with you?
I'm good, Bubba. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
last week sucked. I had a sinus infection all week. I just got my voice back yesterday. So if I
No.
sound, yeah, I'm still working through it a little bit, but we'll be all right.
Yeah. It's all good. Like I said, we it's good we took the hiatus because not a lot of things have been going on, but I think a lot of good things have been going on as far as team building. I just posted that picture that I saw with Dak. Let me get a few shout outs before hold up, Mike, because we ain't talking to everybody for a while. My dog, the Ninja, T Smooth TV, KMT, hey ho, Daniel Barra Sports Highlights was good. What's up, Miss Regina? Miss Regina Green, Just Blaze, Todd Corey. Let's go, let's get it. If you're out there on Facebook, you can share it out there. If you're on the Twitter, jump in. And if you're on YouTube, jump on in too. I see everybody getting in there. So, like I said, training camp is right around the corner, dog. Ain't a lot of been happening, but I just posted a picture and it had with Dak with a lot of his receivers. You just see them really bonding and team bonding. They say, you know, we've seen that. I have, but not in my opinion, just me. And this ain't the, you know, drinking Kool-Aid, jumping on it. It's just how it is. It's how I feel. Dak is really taking a hold of this team like no other, in my opinion, and he is really taking a hold of that receiver room. Brandon Cooks has embraced it. He's gave a shock element, and these other guys are going to have some. Man, I'm feeling good about the Jalen Tolberts. Man, I'm feeling good about Simi Fehoko now. Like these guys that are building, they're going to have a chance. If they're not on active rosters, they're going to be on that practice squad. Like I feel like these receiver core they're tired of hearing the noise, Mike. They're tired of hearing everybody talking the trash about Kellen Moore going over here and doing this, and we're just going to fall off now. And Dallas is. I think they're tired of hearing it, and I think it's going to be a lot different than people think. How do you feel?
I mean, the camaraderie is great. It obviously can't elevate talent, but time being spent together and time, working on your craft and learning each other's nuances and stuff is always. I mean, that's what Dak's always. That's why man's got a football field in his backyard. He's always been that dude, and everybody's on board and they're all pulling one direction. So I mean, I think it's really no secret that this is, at the risk of it. We talk about it. It's not. I'm not going to say it's their year because it's like not guaranteed. But if they don't do something this year, the iteration of this team is going to be so vastly different this time next season. That this is they know that they're not. I mean, all the pending contracts we've talked about it ad nauseum. All that stuff just combed the last two seasons, and the way the last two seasons have fizzled out were basically recent lack of skill. You didn't have talent. You didn't have guys on the same page. We playoffs and two flats and above lab to stop this damn team. And then you go out there and you have one wide receiver.
I think you may have froze. Your internet is acting kind of wonky right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that situation. So it's not going to make the little camaraderie. Is not going to make a day three guy all of a sudden be like be lame.
Ha! His internet, I guess, is a little choppy. I'll wait for Mike to come back in, but here he goes. He's gonna come back in. There we go. I'm gonna wait till his signal come back up. But bouncing off of that, until Mike comes back in, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I can be honest, Simi Fehoko was one guy that, I didn't really think would make the team. I don't know. I mean, not like the active roster, I didn't know. But now that I just keep on watching this team and the way Dak is talking to him and the way he's infectious on the team and the way things are just coming back with it, I was talking about Simi Fehoko again, Mike.
It's the damn microwave resets the Wi-Fi because it's too close. And no matter how many times I tell her, it's like, can I have 20 minutes? And she's like, oh, I forgot. Like, you just...
It's all good. But this is what I'm saying. I feel what you were talking about. It's not going to make a day 5. It's not going to be. But This is what I'm saying. Guys, I really felt like when I talked about the receiver room, I felt like Jalen Tolbert is really stepping up. Not just how you see how he's looked different body type wise. I feel like he has more. He's big now. But I just feel like the mentality, he's getting his swag back. You can tell he's getting his confidence back just the way he's moving. And I feel like Dak helped that. Brandon Cooks, those guys, a healthy Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb being who he is. You get what I mean? It's a closer room.
Yeah.
Cooks coming in. You feel me? I feel like this is one of the closest rooms. I don't know. I'm saying a long time, but from what I've been seeing since I've been doing the Cowboys on my own as a podcast or a show since 2017, Mike, I'm looking at all the receiver rooms that's been from 2017 till now, and I know they haven't played on the field, right? So I'm not trying to say something crazy, but this might be one of the closest receiver rooms I've seen since I've been doing the shows.
I'd say that's accurate. And it's arguably, which I don't know is a good thing, it's arguably one of the more talented, if not the most, even with Tolbert, because you got Cooks, we know who Cooks is a known quantity, and CeeDee Lamb, and in theory, we're getting the 2021 version of Michael Gallup back, and not the 2022 version of Michael Gallup, which is, I don't know. I think to say a pretty safe bet. The guy was playing on 2 bad knees last year, and came back. We talked about it. I was warning people. Once again, with telling oh, he'll be back. He'll be ready to go to start the season. Well, he wasn't ready to go to start the season. When they brought him back, he still wasn't ready, and he was compensating so much that he wore his good leg out and had it scoped at the end of the year, because that's what happens. The only thing that worries me is, outside the skill position guys, I'm worried about, once again, that offensive line. I know it's easy to say because a lot of teams are that way, but you're one injury away, and you're already guaranteed one injury with Tyron Smith out there. You're already guaranteed you're one injury away from being in a tough spot, in a really tough spot. So yeah, they're going to need the camaraderie, and if you lose one of these wide receivers, you're going to need to do that quick pass game, offensive lineman, that quick pass game, get the ball out quick, none of the double move stuff. So it may not be a high flying offense. It may be akin to something like Breeze's last year's, where they're, the pass game is the run game. They're doing these little 4 and 5 yard outs and stuff like that, getting the ball out quick, that sort of situation. But yeah, they're definitely gelling, and that's huge. You take, because Dak fronted the bill and all that. Everybody took them all out. There's like 15 people over there between. It's not just by the time you get the chefs over there, the photographer, yada yada yada, players, massage, physical therapy, yada yada yada. There's like 15, 16 people over there, and he fronted all that and flew them out. So that's massive, man. It's that leadership, and that's why I've always pulled for Dude. He's been like that since day one. And he's a hell of a leader. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Like you just said, It feels like this is the year. Like this has got to be the year. Not gotta be, but it's got to be. If you understand what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
people understand,
We're not
it's
saying it's our year. It's saying
right.
that if
But
you
this
don't get it done this year, the
it,
law.
it'll feel a lot different next year. You know what I'm saying? And things will be different next year. So that's why this is. And see, here's the thing. This is why this you want to say this could be the year, maybe be the year, kind of has to be the year because of what you've been doing. 2020, you saw the injury, right? But you were getting familiar first year. You had 12-5. You come back 12-5, win a division. Your team looks good. Disappointing playoffs. Come back in 2022, you lose big time talent as far as Amari Cooper on the offense. You have major injuries. You still make it to the playoffs at 12-5. So you got some good coaching and a damn good team, right? You feel me? But that's it. Eventually, it catches up with you, and it did. And then you had a major injury in the game to one of your star players. It was kind of a double whammy. But now, when you come into this year, you added elements like we talked about that haven't been added in a long time. The playmakers that you've been wanting, you've been asking for, you finally get. The speed that we've been clamoring for, we get. The opposite of a Diggs where we can get, hey, we already see this young rookie, but let's go ahead and solidify and get this nice veteran, okay? And then let's go outside the box, and we're saying, Dan Quinn, you're our guy. You came back. We're going to get you what you want. You want a defensive tackle? I want a defensive tackle, dog, to get this defense even better. Here's your defensive tackle that we haven't drafted. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it does feel like a all-in year by Cowboy standards, because once again, they haven't done, and they keep on doing things to me to push it as in, we're pushing all our chips in on this year and saying, we got to get it done because we have the team to get it done. You don't have any major injuries, Mike, right? You come in, you go through this season kind of like maybe last year where you had Michael Gallup come back, but we didn't suffer any major injuries during the season. Terrence Steele, he was a major injury. Yes, that hurt. I'm talking about if we don't have any major injuries, your playmakers are pretty healthy all through the year. This has got to be a season where you walk in them playoffs saying, we can't be afraid. We've seen that, so you can't use the fear. We saw it last year when we didn't have the players. You got to come in and you got to make it happen, right? The whole team, from coaching on down, right?
Yeah, just I would like to see them fully commit, because that's been this team's problem for decades now. Is it's half measures. It's like they finally go and fix the interior defensive line with Mazi Smith in theory, right? That stopping the run wasn't even the problem. That wasn't why you got bounced out of the playoffs. You didn't have any skill, and then you took Mazi, and then you went and you took a 24-year-old developmental tight end who's still rehabbing, by the way. He's probably not going to have. I got his over-under catches at 35 this year, dude.
Yeah, Fergie going to turn up.
No, like the old Shoemaker, the 25.
No.
25.
I'm agreeing with you. That's why I'm bouncing off and saying you did that, but watch, Fergie's going to turn up. Hendershot going to turn up.
We were fine at tight end. We were fine. That's what I'm saying. It's a half measure.
Yeah.
You had the offensive line sitting there. You could have taken. Right. You could have taken Marvin Mims. Got to get so on and so forth. It's the half measures. They do so well that they do.
And the running back, because this was a running back draft.
Yeah.
And a running back. So those are probably the things where you scratched your head because you had the opportunity to getting what you're saying. You did all this, right? So why didn't you do it in the draft? You feel me? Yeah. Okay, you got Deuce Vaughn, but he's 5'5". I'm not hating on him, but come on, dog. You haven't seen that type of back do that, and he's not. You feel me? And everybody will probably agree with that. We saw Tony Pollard. We knew he wasn't getting a multi-year deal. We knew that.
I think Rico Dowdle's got some juice. I think you'll be fine there with that one.
I've been saying that about Dowdle, dog. I've been saying that. He's my dark horse.
Know how I feel about running backs. The best running back, you don't know his name. That dude makes a splash play, and you got to Google his jersey number, because you don't even know who the hell it is. That's your ideal running back right there.
I like Dowdle. He's got the size too.
That's kind of why I agreed with the franchise tag on Pollard. It's 10, $11 million expensive for a running back. It absolutely is. It's about $5 million more than I want to pay for the entire room, but it's a 1 year deal. And if somebody else, say he has a career year, and somebody else wants to come pay him, hey, by all means, congratulations. We'll go get another one, dude.
And they're not going to do it because we see the Saquon Barkley thing. We see we're seeing Josh Jacobs didn't come to a terms with his deal.
Eckler's all in his feelings online. Everybody's, hey,
they're playing. They are playing the running backs. I hear what y'all saying, but some of these guys that are different do deserve to be paid, in my opinion. I know what we say about their bad deals.
Eckler's not going to get 100 checkdowns in any other team. The reason he's got so many targets is because nobody talks about this. Herbie's the checkdown merchant in the second half of games. They get a little bit of a lead, and they play super, 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 super cautious.
Is it going to be like that with Kellen Moore, though? Because they got a different coordinator now.
I don't know why you would check it down when you got the target, when you got the targets you do on the outside, unless one of those dudes get hurt or they lose another offensive lineman or something like that. But Herbie's, I'm not at the risk of sounding, like an asshole. It's not. I don't mean it that way. He's got a little bit of Derek Carr anymore. He'll take that check down versus letting it rip. Especially when they already had the lead and they're trying to coast it out. When they're trying to go for the lead, he'll let it rip, man. That dude's got a hell of an arm, and I'm not comparing him to Derek Carr. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that he will take a check down when they got the lead. They're playing safe. He absolutely will. And Eckler's not. Where else is he going to go? Where he's going to get 110, 120 targets a year? Because that's what he got. Yeah. And he wants to be
stay in this offense, but
he's
he wants not to like be a Saquon Barkley though.
Well, Saquon Barkley has 247 career catches in 5 years.
I know, but who's his quarterback?
Daniel Jones got a hell of a deep ball. Saquon Barkley just ain't been healthy.
Yeah, that's true. He has not been healthy, but still, I'm not hating on Daniel Jones, but he ain't no dude that I'm thinking is dropping the ball. Well, you know what? Short passes and dump offs to Saquon Barkley, that actually would be Daniel Jones' thing. And that would be the Giants' type of offense.
If there's one thing that Daniel Jones has, it's a deep ball. And I'll be the first one to discredit that dude. Say you can't read a defense and this, that, and the other. But he has a decent deep ball. They just don't have any. They don't have any freaking talent. He's been the only thing they got.
Right. Well, we're gonna see all this, watching the, from afar, watching the NFC, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about the NFC East.
Okay.
How do you feel about Washington?
I don't. They're nothing.
I gave them I did their record. I think I gave them like 7-10 or something.
Their quarterback's what? Sam Howell.
I said, yeah, it's all contingent on Sam Howell. They got a decent offense. I like that Dotson and Scary Terry, and they got a decent offense, and Chase Young's supposed to be back. Their defense may be decent. I'm just saying.
Thank God they didn't draft Herbie. They took Chase Young.
Yeah. So, but I'm not thinking Washington's doing anything once again. They're in too much changeover.
What has me confused is, chances are they probably will be a good team once again, but everybody's just got filthy pinned in as a juggernaut again. They played 3 quarterbacks all year, and one of them was a Dak Prescott with a broke hand. That team's not just pencil them in, pin them in, whatever you will, as just an absolute juggernaut that's going to run through everything once again. I don't see it. Jalen Hurts, what was it? He had 50 attempts all year from behind. They were playing with a lead all year long because that defense just ate. So you're banking on replicating the same defensive production, going up against backup quarterbacks on hodgepodge offensive lines. I doubt they don't make it past San Francisco. They were playing against San Francisco's 6-string quarterback. I don't see that. Hell, if anything, New York.
Well, I got my guy. We do the Best of Enemies podcast, Joe Cashel, and I tell him this all the time. And I don't say, look, dog, this ain't no excuse. This ain't no crying. This is reality. Y'all would say the same thing to us if y'all saw we played the Giants in the playoffs, because you're already figuring we're going to beat you. Your Giants aren't beating us.
Giants didn't deserve to be in the playoffs.
You feel me? Like the Giants were not going to. We own the Giants. So if we saw them in the playoffs, we're feeling good about that matchup, right, Mike?
Yeah,
then if you got to the
absolutely.
next round, and now it's our fault for not, having a better record. But when you have more weapons than us and we still have a damn good team, understand you had a Devontae Smith, you had an A.J. Brown, you had a Dallas Goedert, you had multiple running backs, you had about 4 running backs. Your offensive line was one of the best, if not the best offensive line in the league. 2 years, that's a damn.
They were the best offensive line. They were absolutely
offensive line. You feel me? And then you had that defense, what we just talked about, like you said. Dallas didn't have that type of receivers. Dallas didn't have that plethora of running backs as far as the change off. And Dak don't run like no Jalen Hurts. You feel me? He don't run like no running back too.
And I just thought about this. They changed the handoff rules. Yeah. I don't know if people picked up on. Yeah. They changed it to where if people in the chat, they changed it to where you cannot hand the ball off forward anymore. Mm-hmm. You have to hand it off laterally. If it's past your waist, it's considered an illegal handoff. It's illegal forward pass. Is the way they're going to look at it. So I don't know how that's going to play out, and even how they're even going to. Because if you remember, and then Filthy getting the fault, Duke Manyweather says it's not a false start, but where I come from, if the offensive lineman is moving before the ball is snapped, that's a false start, and they got away with it all damn year. Mm-hmm. That's going to change their RPO game significantly, and you're also banking on your quarterback getting double-digit carries again all year and staying healthy. How often does that happen? This sounds reminiscent of, the Lamar Jackson MVP year where he got double-digit carries and he tore the league, tearing everybody's ass up. You come out next year, you take one little tweak and it's,
out 5 games.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I would be nervous as hell to have my quarterback running that much. I want my quarterback running like that's the same thing with Josh Allen. Is he going to make it through a season again? He damn near didn't last year. That dude got real close to tearing
he already said, hey, I need to chill out because I was feeling it. You feel me? And the hits that he was taking, you could see you might be a big dude, but you still going to feel them.
I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", 255 pounds. Your brain doesn't care. It doesn't care if you're 250 or 150. When you get smoked, you get smoked. That's it, dude. Yeah. And taking those hits for an extra 0.2 yards.
I'm really curious as to how Filthy's going to be able to replicate their success. And didn't they lose their OC?
They lost the OC and their DC.
The DC was trash, but
yeah, he was trash.
They left his ass in Arizona.
Yeah, you're right. Because, like I said, I hope he has the most terriblest career in Arizona ever.
Oh, hey, I want to, me, I want all the bad things for Arizona. I can't stand that little Make-A-Wish quarterback out there.
Yeah, well, that coach that's with him, I can't say I can't stand him because I don't know him. But as far as the football side of it, I can't stand him on the football side of it. You know what I'm saying? But, that's going to be interesting, too, what you're talking about, like Philadelphia. Like, everybody's pinning them to be like the upper echelon. That's not so fast. We need to see it. That was a year that was kind of, I'm not gonna say it was magical year last year. It was a good year.
It was. You had all the health. You had all the health.
Yeah.
You played
I don't know if it was magical.
You played 3 quarterbacks all year.
Yeah. I don't know if it was magical. It was a good run.
It's magical when you make it through the year like that without the injuries and stuff.
Right.
It's magic. That's nothing short of.
That's true.
I want to see
all your stars.
I want to see Dallas. Can Dallas go a year without losing 2 really important offensive linemen? Can we make that happen, please? I would like to see that.
That would be dope. if we can, but it'd be even doper if we can get Matt Willetsko and those guys to step up.
Something we need something. I still think
I still think they're going to find somebody at camp cuts or something like that. They're going to have to do something.
They could. But see, I feel like they'll be smart with it though. You know, I'm gonna put some trust in them that they're gonna, maybe they drop the ball in some certain things with the draft, but I'm gonna put the trust in them that they see and know those things, and they're gonna try to, figure it out during camp. And if it doesn't work, like you said, they'll hit that wire because there are gonna be some good guys cut during camp.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do right now. There's absolutely nothing you can do.
Right. So
nobody's going to let anybody go that they have promise on before they get to their 90-man cuts. And then there was 90, 72, and then does it automatically go to the 53? I think there's one more in between 72 and 53. I believe.
I thought it was 3 cuts, 3 cut downs. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to look it up, man. I don't want to talk out of my ass.
Is it 53 or is it 55 now?
Well, with the COVID rules and the rotating that they kept, what they actually like, the rotating practice squad, I think it may be 55. I think you get 2 extra guys on the practice squad. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't want to talk about Dalton Schultz. Take his ass.
So I'm not telling you for a record prediction, but how many wins do you think Cowboys will have? If
double digit.
If we're healthy, do you think it's another 12-win type season?
I don't see why not. You have, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the division, in the conference, the most proven one. Assuming you have offensive line health, assuming you get that version of Gallup back that we know is there with the toe drags and the the high point of the ball on the sideline. Assuming Pollard comes back and he's ready to rock. It's a lot of assumptions.
What kind of year do you? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
What kind of year? Let's say the line was good, right? And Pollard is healthy. What kind of year do you think Pollard is going to have? Do you think he's going to have an electric type year?
I don't see why he can't have 1,500 all purpose.
Don't it feel like he might be electric if he's healthy?
Yeah, that dude's got juice, man. Dude's got juice. I've been screaming about it. How long we've been doing this? I've been screaming about Pollard. It's, I just wonder, is it too late? It's not. I know it's not too late. I just wonder how much we wasted by pretending that we needed a bell cow running back, and 21's the number, and this, that, and the other. I wonder how much of that we wasted. But I think you're looking at I really do think you're looking at a 1,500 all-purpose guy there.
Yeah, I think he might be kind of electric this year. Would you look at Kareem Hunt? He's interesting. Would you look at him?
He's washed.
You would just roll what we got?
Yeah, roll what we got, man. Unless, once again, this goes back to the 72-man roster cuts. There's going to be somebody that drops. Well, I think what we're going to be doing, Mike, we're really going to be watching Rondale Moore. If he shows us anything, they're going to feel like we're cool. Rondale Moore?
Not the running back. Did I say Rondale Moore?
Yeah, you said Rondale Moore. I was like, hey. We were talking about roster cuts, and you said Rondale Moore, and it got my mind working there.
Yeah, I didn't mean Rondale Moore. What's the running back's name? Doggone it.
Deuce Vaughn? Rico Dowdle?
Not Deuce Vaughn or Rico Dowdle. The guy that we got from Tampa Bay. Ronald.
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, Ronald Jones. I don't know what the hell. I don't know where I came from with that. Woo! I don't know where I was thinking about that.
When we get off here, I'm gonna get down to the rabbit hole, maybe send a couple texts, because what's going on in Arizona, and Rondale Moore still hanging out with his 4.2S, because you got me thinking that might have been a good slip up there. You got me thinking I might see what's going on there, because Arizona's busted. They're Kyler Murray ain't coming back till at least October.
They're going to be. They ain't going to win, in my opinion, more than 3 games.
Yeah, if they get 5, it's going to be on accident.
On accident. It's going to be accident.
And Kyler Murray's going to demand a trade. He's going to end up in Seattle.
Gannon's going to be gone within 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, that's you
might
knew
be
that's
one and done.
You knew that's a placeholder. Yeah, I'd be surprised if you survived the season. What they should have done.
Go ahead.
What they should have done, or what I would have done, especially if I was Denver, I would have hired old boy My guy that I've been talking about since 2016, Mike Kafka. I would have stole the OC out of New York if I was actually serious about my team. I would have stole him, and that would have been my coach in Denver or Arizona, either one. Well, I guess not Arizona. Arizona's got a placeholder, and they know that. But in Denver, I would have taken him over Sean Payton 1,000 times without even blinking.
Well, you know, it's Sean Payton's reputation now. That's just his rep now.
What, the Cajun Pete Carroll?
Dog, I told you. You know what it is. It's the rep. That's why it's happening. But I feel you, Spock. I want to see Malik Davis got to step up, continue to step up too, though. I mean, because we got the potential. You feel me? Like, they had some potential. We saw the potential of Malik Davis. They just got to come and bring it. You feel me?
That's
like,
the thing.
They just got to bring it. I mean, the offense, that the receiver crew is looking good. That running back crew just got to come in there and bring it, dog. Everybody got to be serious about it. I like the way the coaching staff is. I like the way it seems like they're focused. Remember, we always heard some kind of noise. I know the contracts, but I'm talking about just off-field everything. It just feels like this team is focused. It just feels like it's really focused.
We got that damn early bye again.
Yeah. No, what sucks is that brutal end of the year schedule.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got the early bye. It's always brutal at the end of the year. It's the way it goes.
Damn, the way they smacked us, though, with like Buffalo and who was it? Buffalo. It was like 4 damn games. Somebody pulled the schedule up, but it was 4 games in a row. I'm like, what? They came at us like that. I don't know if it was San Diego, Buffalo. They smacked us with that. And I remember we were talking about how we knew they were going to put us in Buffalo in the wintertime.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this team don't like cold weather. They never have.
So
even going back to actually when we won Super Bowls, this team don't like cold weather.
No, and the NFL knew that, and that's why that was kind of scheduled. And watch, it's going to be one of those games, Mike, where you're praying there ain't no snow. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to be sleet and rain and snow. It's going to be that game, Mike. I promise.
70-mile-an-hour straight line winds and shit. You're going to kick the ball. It's going to come right back at you.
Yes, it's going to be that game, dog. So just already get it ready for it, Cowboys fans. It's going to be that game. When you just see things that happen in the sports aura or the football gods and things, this is what's going to happen. So just get used to it.
Oh, we never get the easy road. Nah, we never get the easy road.
But this is
that's how we drew San Francisco back-to-back years.
I really didn't want to play them in the regular season. I just wanted to play them in the playoffs again.
I wish they'd just go away.
No, we need to beat them because I hate them. That's one of my hated teams. That's like my second most hated team. Washington's my first. San Francisco's my second. I can't stand San Francisco. I hate San Francisco.
I hate Filthy more than I hate ISIS, man. I can't stand them.
No, I hate them. I
can't stand Filthy
because Philly to me ain't on our level. Philly ain't on our level to me, so I don't hate y'all. I hate this. Is how I feel about it, like rivalries and stuff. You ain't on our level. I've watched y'all since the 70s. We always steady whipped y'all. Steady whooped the Eagles. Steady. Yeah, they always would give us tough games and run their mouth, but we always stay beating you. We got more than you in every aspect. So to me, you ain't no rival to us. When I look at the Niners, even though they ain't in our division, we done had classic when we inner conference games since the 70s, dog, have been classic games with the Niners. They've always been personal. It's always been a hatred. And
I get that.
When we fight, it's always usually for a championship. You feel me? And
I got bad blood though.
Yeah.
I got bad blood with Filthy. My aunt got hit with a battery there when I was so she ended up in the ER. So I got bad blood there.
Okay. Yeah, that's different. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now that right there, I can't go against nothing like that. Yeah, I can't go against nothing like that. I'll probably have
It's like I mean that's just to the grave at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I can't move away from that. Shout out to my dog Dwayne Brown for the $10 holler. He always comes through with the $10 hollers. Thank you for the content. Keep rocking it. We always appreciate you, Dwayne Brown. Always appreciate you donating to the nation. Donation. But as we get ready to close here, man, you know, like I said, training camp is around the corner. I'm excited. It's not like it's one of those things, Mike, the excitement I have is more like I'm chilling excited. You know, I'm not like, I can't wait for camp. I can't wait for football. No, I'm chilling. I like how the mood the team is. I'm chilling, and now I just want to sit back and watch and let's see what y'all gonna do. Y'all got the pieces. Y'all did a lot of things. A lot of things are in place. So now it's just time to not talk about it. I kind of don't like how I heard this thing going around where Dak said I ain't throwing more than 10 interceptions. And don't talk about that, Dak, because as soon as if you throw 11, you're gonna hear all that noise again. Just don't say that. I just don't want him to say that. I wish he didn't say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you don't do that.
Hey, on that tip, we are about 20 days away from preseason week 1. Not the Hall of Fame game, but preseason week 1.
Mm.
And I say, oh, who cares? It's preseason. It's football on the TV. It's football on the TV.
No, this preseason is going to matter. Like I felt like the last year, this preseason matter. We're gonna have quite a few players, even in the free agency pool, the rookie free agency pool. We got a lot of players that are gonna be fighting for some
Cowboys.
spots.
We got Cowboys Jaguars August 12th. That's a Saturday.
That's gonna be a good game too. We always play them Jags good. That's always a good game, Cowboys and Jags. That's
Trevor Long plants. Maybe he's gained 10 pounds this offseason. Olive oil less.
Nah, he's gonna be skinny for life, dog. He's skinny for life, dog. You can see certain structures kind of like me. I'm skinny for life. He's just had the body structure where like I don't care how much you eat, you're gonna just be slim for life.
Yeah, he actually had extra shower heads installed in his shower so he could actually get wet without having to run around.
You wild, dog. But hey, man, any kind of last words on how you feeling about the team or anything like that?
Oh man, I like I said, can we make it through the year without losing 2 offensive linemen and our quarterback? That's my final word.
Mine would be, can we just get some offensive linemen to step up?
What gets lost is Dak did come back from his injury, but it was his throwing hand, and you came back mid. I mean, it's not like, yeah, he came back and he's still bald, but it's like, still broke your hand in the season. So can we not do that? Can we get a full pull out of our quarterback, please? And can we not lose 2 or 3 offensive linemen? We can survive one. We're gonna have one. We already know that. It's gonna be Tyron Smith. We're gonna have one. But can the other guy stay up till he gets back, or vice versa? We can't afford 2 to 3 offensive linemen and the quarterback again. But saying all this, it sounds like doom and gloom. I mean, we're back-to-back double-digit win playoff appearance teams, man. It's just we weren't a good enough team to get it done at the end, and it sucks that it ended that way. So people got a sour taste in their mouth. But maybe they'll do something at the trade deadline. I don't know. They won't. They never do that. But yeah, that's it. Can we get through the season with a healthy offensive line and not lose the quarterback? That would be huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna just echo no injuries, period. Like no major injuries. Like there's gonna be bumps and bruises during the season. I get that. But I don't want to hear the major injury. I don't want to see somebody hit the ground and nobody touched them. I don't want to see them injuries, or when they're laying on the ground and 20 people are around them. I don't want to see those injuries. That's the ones because that's the only thing I care about camp. I don't care about watching anybody during camp. If we're going to keep it real, it's going to be some really good battles. All I care about is health.
I don't even want Tyron Smith in California. Stay your ass right here.
That's what I say.
Stay your ass right here in DFW and go sit in the hot tub and just hang out. Just hang out. Well, I don't even want you out there, dude. I don't want you out there. I don't want Zach Martin out there. I don't want. I don't need you. Matter of fact, I don't even want CD Lamb out there. You sit down too. Micah Parsons, you sit down. Demarcus Lawrence, you sit down. I
D-Law, but Micah, that's the one. Oh gosh, don't just. That's ugly.
You just got that cold chill up your spine that I got too, seeing like Micah Parsons goes down.
Oh my God! Oh Lord, that's crying. I would cry.
I'd leave work and go straight to the bar.
You wouldn't see me cry? Yeah, so would I. You wouldn't see me cry? I would cry. And I definitely would go to the bar and cry. And I'll have my Cowboys gear on, and everybody would be like, and you know what everybody would say as soon as they see my Cowboys gear? Oh, dog, I know you hate it right now. I know you. Because I'm in Ohio, bro. You in Texas. I'm in Ohio. Anytime I wear this Cowboys anything, it's so funny, Mike. Anytime I wear my Cowboys anything, we'd love to hate us, but I love it because they'll walk past me and be like, "Oh, Cowboys suck." I'm like, "Damn, bro, we in Ohio and you just saying Cowboys suck?" Like, that's when I know we're good. That's when I know we're
So,
good.
I mean, back to back 12-5. That's pretty sure the
That's when
opposite
I
of
know
suck.
we're good. That's when I know we're good. Like, and you know, they always run to the same thing, but we're still good because it brought a rise out of you. A team who sucks will never bring a rise out of you.
Hey, if you still hate me, you're thinking of me.
You feel me? Like, you're thinking about me all day. You know we're good, and you don't want us to be good. That's why you probably say we suck. You're praying. But hey,
All right.
appreciate you
I
jumping
gotta
back
go
on
eat.
here, dog. Go eat. Say what's up to the missus. We'll be back on Burgers and Blitzes next week. Training camp time. Peace, bro.
Sure. Thank y'all for checking out. All right, I'm gonna go eat. Peace.
Peace, y'all. So, my guy Mike White, Burgers and Blitzes. Appreciate everybody who was in the chat. What's up, John Jones, KMT, Jesse Murray, Mike, the Ninja, everybody. Camp is right here. You know, camp is right around the corner. You know, my last kind of thing on this is, as I said, I'm just kind of chilling with it. I'm just, you know, laid back, just kind of just waiting and seeing. I've been saying this. The only thing I'm praying every day is for injury. No injuries. No injuries. Just, you know, I don't want to say the word, but it's real. I just pray for health for the team, and that's the biggest thing. If Dallas stays healthy, you know, we'll see. You can't jump out there and say, "Oh, we're going to do this and that," because we haven't done it. But you know, a healthy team, with the way I feel like this team is really bonding, I feel like the coaching, I like, you know, that makes a difference to me, in my opinion. It makes a big difference when your team is together. That's when you win championships. I'm not sitting there saying Cowboys going to win a Super Bowl, but that's how you win championships. When you bring the talent in, that's how you win championships, obviously the talent. But when you bring the talent in, when you get the talent around you, and you have the camaraderie that you do with the team on the offense and defensive side of the ball, it makes a huge difference. It makes it when you're having those tough games, when you usually might lose them because your team isn't won. Those are the games you eke out and win because your team is one. And I've been screaming this one mind, one thought with the team since 2 months ago. So it's just one mind, one thought. And, you know, y'all. One mind, one thought. Um, One mind, one thought. So I'm leaving y'all with that. If you can still hear me, that's the thing. One mind, one thought. That's going to get us through. Big game, James. I'll talk to y'all soon. Final words tomorrow. Jesse Holly, if you can hear me, I don't know if my mic is working. But tomorrow, make sure you jump in. We got Jesse Holly tomorrow. Appreciate you, Dwayne Brown. Jesse Holly tomorrow on the final word. And then Wednesday, we have Miss Jessie Navarez, I believe, from the Cowboys, the Girls podcast on with the Dallas Cowboys. She just got on with, I believe, the Bleacher Report. I actually had her on my show like a couple years ago when she was an up and comer. So it's exciting to see when I interviewed her on my show like a couple years ago to see her advancement to what she's doing now. That's just awesome. And we got her, and then we'll see what happens Friday. Might have some trainers. So stay with us. Big game, James. Final word. You know what it is. Peace. I'm out.